Gooseneck, 3 more days. Really? Yes. So, just thought I'd kind of keep you up on things. So, gooseneck, do I have to walk that way? Do I have to bend that way? Yes, I do. So I thought I'd catch you back up on speed a little bit of what's going on in this road of recovery and sewing that patch into that quilt of life. Wonder what that quilt's going to be like today. Today I feel like a big bush. I just feel like a big flowering bush. And it's snowy outside, and no, we don't have plants. But, and crystals. Somebody gave me this necklace that says, Grandma holding our tiny hands for a little while, but our hearts forever. And why do I wink? And the crystals. So, the crystals are in this necklace. So part of what I'm going through, and so I actually had another session today, which is Wednesday, I think. Yes, today is Wednesday. And if I don't look in the camera, it's because I can't do it. So, it bothers my eyes. So, today is Wednesday. This head thing. Ay. So, last week they took crystals, not like these crystals, but it feels like my head is rattling. They took the crystals. I had the therapy where they realigned the crystals in my ear and tried to give me balance. Okay, so I had to go 3 days without bending over and putting your head down. And you can't put your head up for 3 days. Have you ever done that? You ever tried to pick something up and realize, Yep, I did that a few times. And the lady says, that's okay, it just means another session. It's like, no, because I keep looking at all this stuff is adding up on, like, that therapy money could go on something else different. I need to be more attentive. So last time I did pretty good. I guess a couple times I realized. So this time around, I'm going to try to be really, she said it didn't mess it up, but so anyways, long story short, I went in today, had another therapy and she said I had made progress, compare where I was when she saw me 2 weeks ago, and she said I was even better than I was last week. Last week I took 2 boning, and not drowsy motion sickness pills, plus my prescription nausea medicine to get through it. And I didn't eat or drink anything, no coffee. And so I went there. See, I have to do this thing with my eye. So went there, and I thought, well, so I'll go back. So last week, I made it through it. That, just taking those meds, just kind of threw my day. And, but I didn't want to be losing my cookies either. I didn't have cookies, but I didn't want to lose. So anyway, so made it through that. So I had therapy again today. She wanted to do it today, see how I am. And I only took 1 boning and my prescription nausea medicine, and I made it through it. And it wasn't even as bad, and I feel better. Now it's afterwards. I don't feel quite so in my head, groggy, whatever. I did mention to her I still have bouts where I feel like I just want to cry. And she said, very normal with a concussion and all that stuff. Now you have to realize we're over 5 months out in this. And they're saying, well, you're still in the early stages of healing. It's like, really? So we're kind of still dealing with that. I can now turn my head like this. I can go like this. I'll have to do it without my glasses, but go like this. That's one of my things is I have to turn my head and try to do it with my eyes open. Then I have to stand in the corner of a wall. Put your feet just a little bit apart. Close your eyes and see if you can stand still. Well, me, on my head, I won't show it now because I don't want to mess up today. My head wants to go back and I want to fall backwards. So the reason why I have to stand in the corner is to be able to put my hands on the wall and catch myself. So I have to try to tell my brain, my feet are stable. My feet are stable on the ground. And she wants me to do this with my eyes closed. And then I'm supposed to add putting my hands on the hip, kind of like you have an attitude, and turn to the left and turn to the right. But, and then try to lay on my right side. After 3 days, I have to wait the 3 days before I can bend down. So you're putting on your socks. You have to go gooseneck, Keep your head level like this, And so if you're going to pick up something, you squat down and keep your head looking straight. You can't put your head down. Can't put your head back. I don't lay on my right side anyways, but all these things that you think about, oh, I dropped that. Or rats, I can't pick it up. So or I'll try to gooseneck down. It's a journey. It is a journey. Try it. You will see what it's like. So I've seen the neurologist. Yes, I have a concussion. Had an MRI. I have a tear in my rotator cuff. I have a tendonitis, but I'm having pain down my arm. I'm left-handed. So yes, my right arm hurts. And the other day I went to the orthopedic doctor, and of course they have you do all your tests, and my arm that feels like someone slugged me, used me as a punching bag, well, that day was really, really sore. So, and again, eventually they want to get me off the Aleve, and they'll leave, and then I take a muscle pill at night to try to get everything to relax so I can handle the next day. I'd like it when I could get back to just my moringa and, some of the other things that I'm still taking on top of it. But anyways, the orthopedic doctor now is sending me to a spine surgeon. And first the orthopedic doctor said, well, we could give you injections in your shoulder and your neck. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to do any of this. I don't have to. And he said, well, they want to try other things first because if they do injections many times, that can slow down the healing. And so, which is fine. He said it's just going to take time. Really? I feel for some of, I know this is nothing. This is nothing compared to what so many of you go through. And I'm thankful. This isn't any worse. But boy, it sure is teaching you the word. Be creative in your time, because it's like, I can't read a book because it bugged me. So I do a lot of listening or a lot of just being still, which, yeah. So, especially when you got lifts and you're trying to think of what you could do. And like today is just the day the little guy isn't here. And I'm thinking, I could try 2 putts with something. Well, everything I think of involves being a gooseneck. And man, I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to move my head the wrong way. And so it's just being, But anyway, so the orthopedic doctor is sending me to this. So he said physical therapy. Of course, he has his favorite, where he wants me to go. I'm already in physical therapy. I'm already going to a therapy place, a neurotherapy place, because they're trying to deal with this thing in my head. Then eventually it will be my eyes, because my eyes aren't tracking. And I'm going to put a plug in here. Check out my daughter. She moves mountain, because she's on this journey with me. And she's got a whole different realm of things that are unfolding, which is like, we're a mess. We're a mess. But God cleans up the best messes, you know. So anyways, So the orthopedic doctor wants me to see the spine surgeon, because there's a narrowing of something in my spine that's pushing on the nerve, that's radiating why it's going down into my fingertips. Being I didn't have, if that narrowing probably was there before the accident, but it didn't bother me. So the accident has upheaved everything, and so they want to check that out. But everything is kind of like if there was something there, when you shook the bowl, it kind of, affected everything. So I did the crystal thing today with my ears. They have you kind of lay back and try to realign these crystals, or these microscopic things in your ear, that when they're out of the comfy little pouch, you get vertigo. You don't feel good. And if I'm talking weird, because I feel really weird, because some days it's just how it rolls here. So through this therapy, some of you might have it done, or know somebody did. They rotate your head and your side and all this stuff to try to get those. So these little crystal things are in these little hairy things, and it's sticky. And you want them to go back in there. But when they get shook out, it can be from trauma. It can be even doing surgery in one position too long or something. And it can go in the canal. And so you're trying to get it to go back into this cozy little spot. Tell them, stay home. Stay in that spot. Don't come back out. But again, she said it was better than it was 2 weeks ago, because 2 weeks ago it was, even last week, I noticed some things were better, even though I hit a point where I told her, I said, the tears came, because I said, it's just, there's time. But she tells me, it's okay. This is all normal. Anyways, so that's where I'm at now. I'm still waiting on, there's an appointment I have with an eye person, but it's in the big city, and I don't want to drive in the big city. I've driven around here, but with just everything, and I don't like driving in the big city. Anyways, and then add this on top of it. No. So I'm waiting to see if I can get in with some other doctors, which there aren't enough of them. So you wait. And that would be the neural eye thing, to figure out if I'm going to have to get special glasses to retrain my eyes, what the whole route of all that is. To me, it's like, hurry up and get me back to feeling better. Then on top of it, I come home, because my daughter had therapy at the same time. Again, you have to listen to her thing, because I'm learning through things with her. When you think things are okay, but you're off, and you have two women that are off, or you look at your person that's your rock and they're off. It's like, jeez, it's a mess. Anyways, all of a sudden we walk in the door, and I'm like, I smell gas. I smell gas. For somehow, our lovely little burner or knob, I don't know who bumped, anyways, got bumped. And yes, the whole house smells like gas. So we had to air out the windows. thankfully, we could do that. Thankfully, I mean, you sit there and think it's still winter time. Our house could have blown, like how, I don't know how much it takes that, but our furnace, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. He protected our house. So I'm thankful for that. And so that's what's kind of going on, is still finding joy, sowing some goodness in these days of adjustment, and getting the crystals. When I saw this thing, when she gave me this, I thought, pretty. Those crystals are pretty. I bet you the ones in my ears aren't pretty. But getting those crystals back in alignment, walking like a gooseneck. That's how I got to be, a goose, for 3 more days. And wonder if there's going to be another round of this thing. Don't bend down. But the other thing is, I told her, I said, my ear hurts. Like, my ear actually hurts. And it feels like I have an earache. And she said, that's very normal. And then there's times my ear feels like, almost like you have water in it, where you want to kind of shake your head. Oh, don't shake your head this way, because you got to keep those curls, those crystals in their little nest, and their sticky stuff. They can stay there, don't come out. But after 3 more days, today is Wednesday, after Friday, so Saturday, I have to lay on my right hand side and see if I get sick, if I feel sick. And, but I told her, I said, I have a, how you hear the term squirrel, 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 squirrel? Well, squirrel, 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 squirrels sometimes for me, because I'll think, oh, I should do this. It's like to always do something is challenging sometimes. So I said, but today I was thinking, oh, yep, I'll wash this part of the bathroom, wipe this part down, this part down. But to do it all at one time, kind of. So today I could follow through and do that. Kind of just wipe the sink and kind of wipe the bathroom a little, the toilet a little bit, just kind of could do all that all at one time, where before I couldn't always stay on task to do that. Does that sound weird? But that's just how some days are. So still being told I'm going to have some days that are going to be great, some days worse, but I'm having better days. The sunshine really helps. Like I said, I'm trying to do what I can through this, but it sure is tricky. You can't, when your foot's laid up, you can sit and crochet, you can do something. Well, I can't. So she said, it's okay to sit there and kind of close my eyes like this all the time, walk around. But to be careful in the same thing, because I don't want this eye to get weak. So I don't know what's going to happen when I see the eye doctor. I don't know if they'll, will they put a patch on my good eye and make my bad eye work harder, or what it is. So yeah, it kind of feels like you got sticky goop stuff in your eyes sometimes. I'm not one that takes a nap either. And I've noticed, at least every other day, I have to go find a spot. I just kind of have to sit still. I have to regroup, and I end up falling asleep. I think this is just probably tasking on your body. So, better than I was, not where I want to be. Yeah, but still trying to find joy in it all, and not, it's just, I don't know. It's like, it's wintertime. You can't go outside. There's little things I'd like to putz with that I can't do. So that's tricky. I told her today, walking on the snow, the other day when I tried to go out, because she said, do you go outside? And I said, I try. But I said, I'm a little more nervous walking on the uneven. And she said, that's because you're basing how you walk on your feet, and the signal between my feet and my head that she said that was normal, very normal, this therapy person. So that's where I'm at. That's what's going on. Gooseneck for 3 days. Being careful. Don't look up. Don't look down. Be the gooseneck. And get through this. And so yeah, I have to go to the chiropractor today. You know, I'm realizing I like the days when I can just be home and putz and I want to do things, and yet I really don't know what I want to do. And a lot of things look good to do and fun to try, and I don't know. But please continue keeping us, me and my daughter and I, in your thoughts and prayers. Pray for us how we're going to get these solutions to things done that I can't do. And it's relinquishing control and letting to see what happens. But, and we're going to try to get videos out about things that we have done before and just some things that along the way. So thank you. And till next time. Add that piece of colorfulness. Maybe it's a flowering bush. Maybe it's a flowering plant. Maybe it's just a day. But add it to that quilt of life and make it beautiful. Like, be like, I'm not looking at the threads on the outside, backside. I'm trying to look at the beautiful quilt it's going to be. So hang on. You hang on. I'm going to hang on. We'll keep pushing through it. And there's hope in the future. There's better days. There's light at the end of that tunnel. And we'll get through this and you'll get through it. So till then, Grandma's so happy. Love you so much. Big hugs. And we'll chat with you next time. Bye-bye.